Hello everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. I was sick of waiting for the time to go down, so I just figured I'd start talking now. This is the current standing that we have for the EU server. This is basically the top 8 with the round robin almost done. And yeah, I'm first gonna do some house cleaning. There is a reward stream today, at least not for watching, but there will be a bonus code. That is not my stream. There are two versus two tournaments going to be streamed on the portal somewhere. Don't ask me where, I do not know. And though they will share a bonus code at some point. I don't know when, I don't know how, as I said, don't know where. But there will be a bonus code somewhere. It's not on this stream though. This stream is purely for the last round of the round robins. And basically just have fun with it. Because as you can see, the top 4... Let me just go there, activate, there we go. The top 4 is already set. Serenity 6 points, Jones 5 points, BPS, Spit Rannery 4 points and APA 4 points. That means that Raid and the other BPS with 2 points each, even if they win today, they cannot get into the top 4. So, top 4 is set. That means that while I'm having an epic matchup today of Serenity versus Jones, and I'm sure they're going to play epically, you also need to just take into account that it's not going to be all too serious gameplay. And that has a lot to do with the fact that they're already there. So they don't need to show the back of their teeth, as the saying goes. And the reason that I mentioned it extra is because our first map is Molendijk. And Molendijk is... I've not yet seen it at all in tours, at least not in this level. It's not been in any of the round robins. This is the first time we see the map Molendijk. So they're probably just gonna try something. We're not gonna see the most epic tactic that they've got for the map that they've been training on or talked about and whatever. They're gonna probably be trying things to see if they work. The reason I feel that that needs to be said is because there's no pressure on this matchup, and like I said, I do expect epic gameplay because it's these two clans, but I don't expect to see epic tactics. I'm not going to count on them being all too serious, to be honest. But yeah, I am going to just have fun with it, and I hope you will too. And let's see, we are under 3 minutes, oh, almost under 3 minutes. The reason that I look at that is because there's a 3-minute delay on the stream, which means that if I were to enter the room before 3 minutes and they're already readied up, then technically speaking, you could potentially see the lineup. So I want to avoid that happening. So there we go. We have Robert on the other side. Top Blitz on Espanol. He streams in Spanish, but it's definitely worth dropping a sub to. He is a fantastic guy. Now we have Serenity ready for Molendijk with no less than 4 LTs and 3 268-4. This is what I mean. I would not expect that many 268-4s in a serious game. One of the LTs has just been changed to an IS-7. They want at least some heavy tank there. And on the other side we see the -4 making an appearance as well, but we see more of the, let's say, normal lineup happening. Someone just asked in the chat, is it possible to write in Russian and Ukrainian? Technically yes, but I wouldn't understand what you're saying, so I wouldn't be able to answer it. And probably neither would my mod, so please keep the chat English. Let's see, a little less than 2 minutes left to go. And then we see the first match of this best of 7. Our first match on Molendijk. Have to say that I absolutely love the map. It is my favorite map by far. It's just utterly gorgeous. I can fangirl about the map alone, let alone about these teams that are gonna be on it. So I do hope that we're going to see it in the final stages and all. No idea how we'll play tournament-wise. But it's a gorgeous map. Jones still not ready, still not having fully decided what they're going to drive. But we see a 907, we see 1-4 and an IS-7. Another IS-7 just readied up. And there's another LT, and probably Elmiri will take the LT as well. We'll see. There we go. 50 seconds left on the clock, and now we have definite lineups. I'm curious to see how the Dash 4s perform. Yesterday we saw a bunch of them being taken, but it didn't work out. But it mainly didn't work out not because of the tanks, but because of basically where the TDs were sort of left. And one has been changed to a T22 medium, or maybe not. 20 seconds left to go. Lost AFK. They're not entirely certain what he should drive, but there we go. Lots of mobility and troll armor all the way around. No, back to the LT we go. So that's 4 LTs, 2 IS-7s and a Dash 4. Versus 3 LTs, 3 Dash 4s and an IS-7. Let's go. And it's just one matchup tonight, so it's not going to be an epic long stream. I will wait to see what happens and basically what the exact standing is in the end. So just look at this. Look at the sky. I love this map. I love it so much. Serenity heading more towards the town, a bit towards the middle. Jones focusing on the base A side. With Whoopsie moving towards the middle. Base A going to be quick capped. They're not spotted. Elmiri is quite out in the open there though. Very lucky they didn't get hit even though he's spotted there. That is pretty much the luckiest tank alive there. He does take a hit in the end, but the amount of misses, or the amount of shots that didn't hit him. There's 4s going into base C. Base B, well, not uncontested because it is being protected. Whoopsie is there to keep an eye on whatever may be coming. He does get spotted. He does not get hit for it. Last arriving in the middle ditch. The IS-7's holding this semi-ditch. Now taking a hit. And Elfrida dropping down instantly. Reckoning that Bush will be blind shotted. Jones has a cap advantage. So technically speaking they don't really need to do anything. IS-7s are relocating. Shots are being fired. But Spitfires manages to remain unscarred so far. Not much happening right now. Blind shot happening to A. Lost AFK wasn't there just yet. Spitfire is now taking a hit. More blind shots happening. Oh, they're not spotting each other. Now he has been spotted. Alfredo taking some damage there. Spitfires is retreating. Jones is pushing in. Gassio taking a hit there. Now we have Whoopsie taking big hits there. But Spitfires is basically left alone. Base B is being kept. Spitfire is losing a lot of HP very, very quickly. And there he goes. That's one gun gone. But it did get Serenity a base, and that can be very important as well. We have Object 3 getting a big hit into Ross there. Keketa, I should say. Because there's so many Mac Rosses. Now we have MLD7 being set upon. Taking a big hit, not sure why. And that tank is red. It's so red. He takes another hit. Has to be careful. Alfredo. Ghosty is not going to live to tell this tale. Oh, especially not with that bounce. But the reload, he just does not have the HP, and there he goes. In the meantime, Elmiri has been taken out as well. They are pushing base B quite aggressively. And it seemed like SEO had some internet issues there. Object 3 climbing back up. Base B is being stolen, but Gassio is almost lost his life for it. He's not going to survive this. Gassio wanting to not be there, but does get taken out. As does Whoopsie. And with, there we go, 1k points for Serenity, they take the first game. It felt like a really chaotic game this though. Like, let's go. Oof. Just noticing something in the chat. But great game by Serenity. Focus fire was on point. They sort of like forced Jones into certain reactions, sacrificing Spitfires as they went, but it did work towards their victory. Let's see. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go before we go into this second game. As said though, I do not really expect any serious tactics being shown here or anything. More like testing the water, seeing what works, what doesn't work, stuff like that. That's also why I think there's so many 268-4s being used. Because they can be epic, but TDs are always a bit of a risk. So we now have Jones ready in 260 TPs, 4 LTs and a dash 4 versus 3 LTs, 3 dash 4s and an IS-7. Like the last game, it wasn't won by damage, it was won by points and tanks being murdered. "32 seconds left to go. And then we get to see what happens in the second match. Honestly, serious or not, I am really hoping for tiebreakers. Because as a streamer, it's always nice to get more matches. "10 seconds. Here we go with the countdown clock and all. This is my first time seeing this map. It's also my first time seeing Jones play this season. So happy with that too. Let's see. So many LTs though. The LT is very meta. Wonder if it's going to be nerfed hard. And to be honest, it's gotta feel good for both these teams. There's just no real pressure on this match. Considering they're both top of the leaderboard, if there was any pressure, that would just be awful to end with this matchup then. Blind shots happening. Jones is heading for base A again. Whoopsie taking a bit of a hit there. Lost going to cap the base. Ghosty moving to... Blind shots are happening, but he's not being hit. Blind shots, well, not blind shots are happening, but oof, big hit there into MLD. And base A has been capped, so that's a point advantage for the Joneses for now. Oof. Camera derp. Shots are happening. Elmiri's in a odd position there. Look at that, like all the way on the red line. He's being shot at, but so far it's done no damage. MLD is a bit more careful now. Base 3 has been taken, but Jones is comfortable letting them have it. I think they want to avoid losing base B again. They do have the point advantage though. No, oh god, there's no reward boxes for this stream. There's no reward boxes in any stream today. There will be a bonus code shared somewhere on another stream, but not on mine. Spitfire is holding. Gassio and Ventrax holding the ramps there. And the rest of Jones is sort of like pushing towards town. The LT is making a move. Ross now stealing base A. That is cheeky. And immediately, oh, he shot and immediately saw the lines of fire towards there. Not sure what happened there. Did he drive out of the base? Object 3 now having been taking big hits there. But base A has been stolen. And now already Serenity has the point advantage. So Lost is immediately going to get it back. Cassio being a bit too forwards there. Missing that shot. Alfredo losing a little bit of HP. Cassio losing more HP there. Big hits into Ventrax. Jones being a bit not careful enough here. Lost. Pretty much going in. Has to be careful. Yeah, there you go. Loses quite a bit of HP for it. Object 3 losing HP. Cassio losing more. We have Beat near base B. Top now actually capping it. Ventrix venturing further into the red lines here. Big hit there. Now he's almost gone, having 3 HP left. He does get another hit in. But he's not going to be long for this road. And there he goes. There goes Cassio as well. Object 3 is down. Flytix goes for the other side. Mid takes out last AFK, then gets taken out himself. 2 versus 5. It will be Serenity's game again. And I think that this was just... They drove well beyond the red lines. As if they just didn't want to wait anymore. There goes Alfredo. Beat takes out Ghosty. And now Elmiri is the last one alive. And he does not get the kill before he's murdered. Pretty impatient games. Chaotic games. And we are moving on to the second map, Yukon. Third match of this best of 7. No pressure just yet. Anything can happen. Because with the best of 7 it means that the first to reach 4 victories gets the point. And again, like I said, top 4 is secure. So there's no pressure on this. Mainly just the point might change who they meet. But then again, in the final stages it is double elimination if I remember correctly. Which means that even if you lose the first round, you still have a chance to fight your way back up. Let's see. And we see that Serenity is taking this very seriously for Yukon with 4 mice E100, a 113 and potentially an IS4. And on the other side, Jones is getting ready with a 60TP, 2 AMX 50Bs, 1 IS7, potentially 2 LTs and a 60TP if they ready up in this. Oh, we have another one. So it's 3 mice, 3 113s and the E100 for Serenity. No meta. Well, mouse is sort of meta on some maps. Oh god. How many mice do you take to a battlefield? Well, in this case, you take 4. And on the other side, we have 2 60TBs, 2 AMX 50Bs, an LT, an IS7, and a Dash 4. Let's see. I mean, at this point, you know that they're not going to be all too serious when this is the lineup that they take, right? That's a lot of armor, it's a lot of HP, like there's 3k, nearly, well 2.5k difference between them, and no one's been shot yet. Let's see. Trinity has been spotted. Does take a hit for it. Quite a big hit there. Both teams have capped a base. Spitfire is heading towards base A. Trinity taking more hits there. Spitfire is casually looking to see if someone is there. Kikata now pushing... Oh, god damn it. Pushing towards base A as well. Base D is being capped, A is being capped. There's an ever so slight advantage for Serenity, but it is minimal. Spitfires, oof. Shots fired, no damage done there. And we have the two 113s patiently waiting in spawn. Hoping to catch a whoopsie there. And they might do just that. He is being careful, but look at that. They're nicely hidden behind that rock over there. They're still not spotted. And whoopsie. And he doesn't trust it. You can see he doesn't trust it. Because he's driving backwards right now. He's unspotted right now, but look at how close they are. They're not seeing each other. Beat has been spotted though. Sorry, Putre. Now both of them have, and Whoopsie is like, yeah, let's not be here. Which is a very good call to make against that DPM when you're on your own. But it will be up to the Joneses to make something happen at some point. And that's where the mice can make things very difficult, because they do have a lot of armor and a lot of HP to go through. Whoopsie. Maybe going to try again, not sure. But we have the 50Bs now joining in. I think they're hoping to catch those 113s on their own and murder them, because that's the thing. They are the juiciest. And the AMXs are not yet spotted. We're nearing 800 points. This is interesting. It's a trap. It's a trap from both sides. And now the 113s are not staying there. There you go. Oh god. Stupid thing. Whoopsie taking hits there. They are focusing MLD. They need that one kill. That's all they need. And they need Whoopsie to survive. Which might be another issue. But they're at 920 points. Whoopsie is still alive, if very barely. The AMXs are basically blocking him. Object 3 is and Gassio are being hammered on the other side. Trinity is almost gone as well. 992. No, oof, there goes a kill. Base C has been stolen. Object 3 is in trouble. Trinity is still alive. And there he goes. It's so close, but looks like Serenity will have it. Putre is not dying fast enough. And Whoopsie is still alive. And there you go. Serenity has it. But this game though, guys, come on. It shows that 5 mice can be can be effective. What a ridiculous game that was. I love the whole trapping in the spawn though. But then it sort of left their other flank open, and basically Serenity just capitalized on that. 3-0 so far. And we now see the 263s being taken out along with Ice Force. Like I said, I'm not expecting very serious gameplay, and Serenity is not disappointing there. Like, it's still epic gameplay, but you need to keep in mind that whatever you see, it's a fun match. It's not meant as like a super serious finals match or something. It's not like that. So we now have Jones ready with 260Bs, 2 AMX 50Bs, an LT, an IS-7, and a Dash 4. And on the other side, we see 3 YOLO wagons and potentially 4 IS-4s. There we go. I mean, the Dash 4 and the 263 are very similar. Round armor versus square armor. More mobility for the 263 versus bigger gun on the Dash 4. And more armor. Stuff like that. But to drive them, they're pretty similar. So it will be interesting to see how this will go. Potential match point for Serenity, I might add. Let's see. And here we go. Top is not wrong. Because that's the main thing. I dislike wargaming releasing a tank that's potentially meta in the middle of a tour season. But also that it's behind the gambling wall. Because it's not just you can buy the tank, it's you need to gamble for it. And there's no tokens or anything like it. CMP being kept by 1 tank on each side. Whoopsie having been spotted taking big hits there. Losing more than half of his HP. But managing to get out alive. Base D now being taken. All those IS-4s there. But now we have the 263s moving. Ghosty being a bit forwards here. Gassio taking a hit there. Big hit into Da Silva there. Lots of HP being dropped though. And that is an issue on its own. Ghosty being set on fire does not help matters. There goes Da Silva though. Ghosty's still alive, if barely. Not for long though, there he goes. Base C is being stolen. Trinity has lost quite a bit of HP. Gassio gets taken out there. Elmiri, now reloading in the AMX 50B, is out for the count for quite a bit there. Cannot take the base. And is dealing with a lot of opposition. Whoopsie is going to get caught by Beat here. Unless he's very, very lucky. And he is very, very lucky. But he does still get taken out there. There goes Kakette. There goes Putre. And we have Elmiri. 2 shots left. And he does not get... Oof, he does not get him. Now he's on the reload again. It is 4 versus 4. Trinity barely alive. But still surviving for now. Lost AFK. Taking that shot. Elmiri going in for the kill shots. Oof, there goes Elmiri. He does not survive. And I'm not sure what happened here. Ventrex deciding to turn around after all. He was... Oh, he gets taken out! But now it's just Trinity versus 2. One of them is dash 4, but he has the base advantage. So there is that. Trinity has 49 HP. Last going to get that cap. Trinity just bounced that shot. Object 3 now moving in. Not moving in that enthusiastically though. Trinity reverse side scraping. But there he goes. And Jones has a match. Oh, Destroyer just said, wait, why isn't Serenity trying? Because the top 4 is already set. There's no pressure on this. They can lose it and it doesn't matter. So that is why I've been warning people to not take this gameplay too seriously. It's fun to watch, don't get me wrong. But these are not top 4 tactics that you're seeing, basically. They're funny games though. So yeah, the thing is that whenever you see that there's no pressure, you see these sort of things happening. And usually they can get away with it. They nearly did again this last game. But no, I would not say that the 263 is competitive enough. The dash 4 can be, because if you face it like, you know, hold down and straight forward, you can barely pen it. You can see that with the lights and everything, if the tank is angled right, it's hard to hit. We are moving on to Rockfield for the 5th game of this best of 7. And we see Jones now taking 2 IS-7s, 2 AMX 50Bs, 2 60Bs and a dash 4. Against them we have 4 LTs, 2 dash 4s potentially, yeah, and an IS-7. The stupidest thing is that this lineup could actually be meta. Not sure how that's going to go in the top 4, but I have a feeling that we will be seeing some dash 4s there as well. And that is disturbing. I'm not a fan of wargaming or releasing a tank line in tournament season, let alone a premium tank that you need to gamble for. Let's see. It's fun to watch this though. The thing is that when you have a match where nothing is really dependent on what's happening, you can test things, you can see how they work, you can see if it works as you inspect it, both the positions and the tank choice and all of it together. Elmiri taking some hits already. Now reloading his clip. Putre spotting base A and the area around it, with most of Serenity over there. Gassio and Whoopsie have been spotted though, but no base has been capped just yet. Tub is at the back there just to keep them spotted. Does shoot at them, but they can't really afford to let them have a base that much. I actually got stuck with my camera against a pole. That is special. Did not even know that was a thing. Whoopsie capping the base as safely as he can. But Jones, Serenity has an advantage, so Jones will have to make the move at some point. Top and Beat moving along the back, joining the rest of their team. Whoopsie does get spotted again. They're not completely gone there. Lost, losing a little bit of HP. And Miri has gone back to the spawn. Both AMXs waiting there. Oh, thank you, Destroyer. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am too. To be fair, I love it when the matches are like super serious and epic and just like nail biters and everything. And at the same time, when you have like these teams at this level playing like this, I mean, they are taking it seriously. Of course, they want to win. But there's no real pressure, so they're going to be trying new things. They're going to be less careful than they would be otherwise and everything. Because they can get away with it. The result of this matchup, they determine who you see in the top 4 when. But then again, top 4 is still... The teams are relatively similar in strength. You have to count on that. So, regardless of who you meet, it's not going to be easy. So basically, they're stacking up tanks around base C. They know that there's someone there. They just don't know whom. They know it has to be a light. Whoopsie taking a little bit of a hit there. But look at Serenity stacking their textures there. Like, let them push. And Whoopsie is in a bit of a tricky position there. Now, they are moving in. Then Cassius is like, yeah, no, let's not be there. I can't blame him. Oh, that track shot actually probably saved Emery's life there. And now the AMXs are reloading. They are in trouble. Gassio. Oh, look at him just vanishing here. And there's nothing he can do about it. He does get another hit in. But that's not going to be enough. Beat gets taken out. Ventrax gets taken out. Elmiri is now on his own versus a lot of tanks. Trinity is still there. He's not going to survive the next reload from Kaketa here. Unless, of course, Kaketa can't get the shot in, but I would be very much surprised at that. And he does get that. So now we have lost AFK. Holding Whoopsie, taking a hit. Basically, Jones has 2 bases. They do not have a gun advantage. Putra is being chased down by a -4 and a 60 GP. It is 4 versus 4. Base C is being stolen. But base A is still there. Putra gets taken now. That's going to help them all the more. But there goes Whoopsie. Lost. Is in trouble. 920 points. Magros playing it careful enough. He is still spotted. Base B now being... Oh, big hit there into Ross. Object 3 will have to make sure that that base is not capped. He will have to go after him. He does take a big hit for it. $950 points. If he gets him... And he's driving into the base again, but now we have Cassio Ghosty arriving, sorry. Oh, but that's not enough to take him out. Oh, and that misses. 970 points. If... Oh my god! Serenity has this, but by the skin of their teeth. And it would have been the skin of their teeth either way. Incredible. Wow. What a matchup. But again, just to point out, of course they play to win and they want to win, but you're not seeing as patient or as tactical gameplay as you would see in the actual matches that matter. That's my main point, also with the lineups and the positions and all of that. Serenity played really well though. Some big luck happening as well. Really great fun to watch. So let's have a look. Serenity has another point. Ah, Emo got another point. Happy for them. Versus Raid, so that leaves Raid on 2 points as well. Let's see what happened here. The other BPS beat BPS. So like I said, like top 4 doesn't matter. You just have the places that are different now. So technically speaking, that I think that would mean that we start off with Serenity versus BPS and Appa versus Jones in the final stages. We're not there yet. Yeah, technically not drawn yet. First going home with 0 points. Raid and BPS Mono team both and Imo all having 2 points. So shared place 5. And Serenity placed 1, Appa and Jones shared place 2, but because Appa won the head-to-head match, they're in place 2 there. And BPS Spin Runneray on place 4. So, I've yet to hear from Wargaming who gets to stream the final stages, so I'm waiting to hear about that, but I really hope it's me because I would love to do it. We see some people arriving in the chat. Hey Triggerman, was lovely to stream you guys, but I am looking forward more to the final stages. So, no bonus code for this stream. You have to be on Fujit stream for that one, or Manu's I believe. It is the 2 vs 2 tournament, which is somewhere on the portal. I don't know exactly where, but it is not on this stream. This stream is actually done because all the scores are known, all the rewards, basically all the points are given and all of that. There's no rewards for this stream, so that is it for me tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Short but sweet, but it was funny. And I'll be seeing you guys next time again. Bye bye!